Hey, what's up? Eagle Piz out here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the newly released Jaws Blu-ray. It's part of the Universal 100th anniversary set where they're releasing a bunch of their old classic films on newly restored Blu-ray. And before I start talking about the actual Blu-ray itself and the quality and the special features and all that fun stuff, just want to talk briefly about my past with this movie. As a kid, growing up in the 80s, Jaws was on TV constantly, it seems like. And I used to try and record it just about every time it was on TV. And from those gnarly recorded VHS tapes with the commercials and all, I used to watch those all the time too. And it's a movie that I've always loved. I've always just felt a real closeness to. I can't really describe it. I love the movie. I feel almost like a part of the movie. I mean, I know the movie backwards and forwards. I know all the dialogue. It's just one of those movies that I've seen and seen and seen and just absolutely love. It's a complete classic. We all know that. It's a fantastic movie. It's awesome, period. And if you know me and you've seen prior videos that I've done, you know that when I talk about Blu-rays, especially Blu-rays of movies that I've seen a lot, the movies that I really love, it's like watching them for the first time. The picture clarity and stuff like that. And when I say that watching Jaws on Blu-ray, after telling you about, how many times I've seen Jaws and how well I know it and how much I love it, seeing it on TV, on VHS, on DVD, and now finally on Blu-ray, it is like watching a new movie. It's like watching the movie for the first time. There are, I'm just going to dive right into the picture quality because that to me is just outstanding. There are frames of this film, which in high def on Blu-ray just look breathtakingly beautiful. I was so, my jaw just dropped when, at the beginning, when Susan Becklini, I'm not sure how she pronounces her name, is going down to the beach to go skinny dipping, and her, the guy's following her, and he's drunk, and he's stumbling over himself, and having a hard time taking his clothes off. There's one point where he sort of tumbles down this sand bank, and the colors in the twilight over the ocean and over the beach was just uncompromisingly beautiful. Just so beautiful and so vivid and so sharp. It was like a painting. I mean, that frame should be put in some sort of art museum. It was just so beautiful to see. It really took my breath away. And just noticing again little things about the movie for the first time, because you're seeing it with such clarity and you're seeing it so, it just looks so beautiful. It just looks so beautiful. It was really breathtaking. It was really breathtaking. So, the picture quality on this thing, the sound quality on this thing is absolutely superb. Really one of the best Blu-rays I've ever seen. Really one of the best Blu-rays I have ever seen. It doesn't look like a movie that was shot in 1975. It looks like a movie that was shot yesterday using, the newest modern, HD technology. So yeah, just really blown away by the picture quality on the Blu-ray. As far as special features are concerned, I mean, this thing is just loaded. This thing is loaded. We've got two really just feature-length documentaries talking about the movie. We've got The Shark is Still Working, The Impact and Legacy of Jaws, which, they talked to Steven Spielberg, they talked to the cast, they talked to the crew, they talked to, filmmakers like Bryan Singer and M. Night Shyamalan. Eli Roth was thrown in there. Several other filmmakers, and sort of how, Jaws impacted them as filmmakers. Kevin Smith, of course, was part of it. Just talking about how, you know, if you're a filmmaker of a certain age, you know, whenever you talk about your favorite movies or the movies that were the most inspiring to you, Jaws is always right up there at the very top of it. And I mean, you just learn so much about the movie. You know, I've seen several other documentaries about the making of Jaws, and really this one was really cool. And of course, they talk about the legacy of the films, and you know, Jaws was really the first big, huge summer blockbuster that really paved the way for, you know, unfortunately a lot of the awful, you know, super huge summer blockbusters that are forced down our throats these days. There's also The Making of Jaws, which is a 2-hour documentary featuring interviews with key cast and crew talking about the movie. Again, a lot of cool information there. Basically everything between these two, you know, feature-length documentaries, everything you've ever wanted to know about Jaws is there. Of course, they interview Peter Benchley, who wrote the novel that the movie was based on. I've read the novel. I don't know if you guys have read the novel or not. The novel is it's hard to kind of, the novel's really about, you know, this island that is consumed by fear and greed and you know, all these things, and the shark is sort of, in an odd way, it's this kind of moral thing that comes along, and you know, it consumes the people who are consumed with these awful things. And there's a backstory about the mob, and Matt Hooper, Richard Dreyfuss's character, has an affair with Chief Brody's wife's character. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Definitely, though, a case where the movie is far better than the book. One of the few cases. Jaws: The Restoration, is a documentary about the painstaking process that Universal went through in turning the original negative of the film into the high-def Blu-ray here. And it was really a fascinating documentary just about the time-consuming, painstaking process in which they took the negative, and the first thing they did was they ran it through this liquid solution. They basically gave the film a bath to remove scratches and errors in the actual film, and then from that they went on into really just what appeared to be the most tedious process of removing, you know, frame by frame, little, you know, errors in the film and lines and stuff like that, and you know, like erasing them from frames, and having to go back and make sure that these frames you know, match. It's just really a painstaking and just really tedious and time-consuming process, but it was really fascinating to watch and hear them explain how they did it. And again, such a fabulous job they did with the restoration, turning this movie into an HD feature. Just wow. Really can't say enough good things about the Blu-ray. There are several other special features on here from the set, and insiders look at the life on the set of the Jaws, or storyboards, production photos, marketing Jaws, Jaws the Phenomenon, original trailers, all that other good stuff that you can expect on any kind of special edition Blu-ray release. But really, I mean, if you're a fan of Jaws, and who isn't, to be perfectly honest, this is an absolute must. I really can't say enough great things about it. The picture quality, the sound quality, the special features. I mean, this is how you do a proper Blu-ray release of a classic film. So yeah, I really can't say enough great things about it. You should run out immediately and pick this up. I picked mine up at Walmart, I think, for about $20, so it's not too outrageously priced, and I think it's worth really every penny. I'd hoped to be a little more eloquent in this video, talking about Jaws and the Blu-ray of Jaws, but you know, it is what it is. It's been a long day, and just kind of get tongue-tied talking about a movie like this that really does, you know, just means a lot to me. And you know, there's been a lot of movies that in my book are classics that have been put out on Blu-ray. I'm sorry, and you know, they've just been sort of thrown out there, and the Blu-ray doesn't look that great, and there's very few special features, or really no special features of any merit. And it's really refreshing, and it's really awesome to see that, you know, Universal, what a job they did with Jaws. And of course, it's a movie that, you know, richly deserves this kind of release. So again, highly recommend it. Go out, pick it up. Great Blu-ray. So yeah, until next time, you guys take it easy. Peace.